Lanyu Evolution, Phoenix Evolution glider. This one is really tall for a short man like me actually. This is 2.6 meter at the moment, and of course you can always convert it to 1.6 meter by removing the central part and joining two wings on it. What we are going to test today is the new motor that they put inside, and lots of people complain the motor is melting right here on the nose. For that, Lanyu has actually two reasons to tell. Number one, they say this is a glider, so you cannot just fly it all the time on motor running. So what happens all the time motor running, it gets hot, and of course this PVC fuselage will actually melt. This is a glider. You power it up, you use the motor to climb, take some altitude, then glide. If you're falling, take altitude, glide, find thermals. So this motor is basically for launching and getting it into the air, and then you have to use your gliding skills. That was one reason, but it wasn't enough to say there's no issue. So actually there was an issue that motor was getting hot and melting it. Well, number two, Lanyu has done something. You can see here, if you can zoom in, you can see there's a metal part, a wooden part. Similarly, inside the canopy, there's a wooden part and some kind of material which is like heat resistant. So between the motor and PVC, they have put two layers of wood and some material which actually absorbs the heat. Lanyu says it shouldn't happen, that the motor is melting anymore. We're gonna give it a try and see if it is working well. All right, so let me fly it. Let's see if everything is okay. Elevator, aileron, rudder, all good. Whoa, this thing is big. Here we go. Actually, the middle wing is kind of heavy, so makes glider really heavy for that. But the motor is here just to let it fly, climb, and after that it's all yours to glide. So I'll put the flaps down and glide it. Well, I don't have very good gliding skills, so I will have to use motor, which is a good test today. And also it's not windy, so we can't say that it's gliding very well. It can handle winds real well, so we need real big winds to enjoy this gliding, or at least some good thermals. Oh, this thing is big and nice. Flaps down. Control with some motor. Nah, we don't have enough winds today to actually glide, or at least climb when gliding. What I'll do, I'll just keep this glider with me, and someday when there's much wind, we'll bring it out and have fun. So right now I'm just using motor, and that will be a good test to see if motor is melting or not. Let me climb. Climbing. Basically, first time when I had this glider, I flew it for 45 minutes on a single 1800 mAh battery. Alright, I'm using flaps and see how long I can glide this time. Stalling, get some speed. I would have to say that this is a glider and it's not for long-range FPV. So just use it as a glider and enjoy some thermal soaring on the ridges, high mountains. Definitely not for this area where we are standing at the moment. Terrible, sad-ass weather, and just next to a river and power line. Let me give it a low pass. Here's a zoom shot. It's pretty responsive on a rudder, I would say. And of course the ailerons, elevator, it's really very, very responsive. And a nice climb rate too. How many minutes we are flying for? I forgot to set the timer.
7.
Ooh, 7 minutes. So I'm gonna land and see what's happening to the motor. I forgot to bring my temperature gun, but it should be okay to use hands only. Well, landing it is always a trouble because it doesn't want to land. It's a glider, it just wants to glide. So keeping my orientation, saving that cable and trees, we give it a touchdown. Nice landing. I got skills. Alright, now to test the motor temperature. It's really easy. The motor is really warm. The PVC should be getting loose. Nope, it is not loose. I was using a 3000 mAh battery. That's a 3300 mAh, 3350. I can't touch the motor for even 1 second. It's really hot. I can't touch the motor even for a second. But this time PVC is not soft. This means the solution that Lanyu has put in here, the wood and other wooden pieces at both sides, is actually working. So it's the conclusion. It shouldn't have the motor melting problems anymore for this glider. So I'll go ahead, put it in at home and wait for a really windy day. Then we will come out, put a camera and soar for like an hour or something.